Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to be unboxing a subscription box service for Let's Make Art. Let's Make Art is a lovely company that sends out a subscription box for a watercolor painting kit. So here's what this box looks like. This is my second month for their subscription service. So this is April's box. I previously had March. Each box comes with 4 painting kits. So in the kits, which I'll show you when I open it, gives you a step-by-step, a card that shows you the final product. It comes with 2 sheets of watercolor paper. In the past, they have had a box where they have included a 5th kit, but most of the time it's only 4 kits. This is $35 a month. Also, they do sell a lettering box, which is fairly new. They just started, and that teaches you how to do the fancy lettering. So I'm going to open this up and show you what comes inside, and I'm also going to talk a little bit about her social media sites. She has a Instagram, a YouTube, and a Facebook page. I'm not sure about Twitter, but it's a really great community, and it's really a fun subscription box for people that want to get better at watercolor, or who has been doing watercolor but want just a little extra, like maybe get out of the funk and know what to paint, because sometimes, you know, you can get into that kind of rut where you don't know what you want to do. So last month's box actually did not have a design like this. It was a plain box, so I really like the new design. As you can see, paint brushes, your water jar, your tubes of paint. They have some pens, a palette. It's really cute and nice. So let's go ahead and open it up. So here's what it looks like. And as I said, this is April's box. And so let's take this out. Now this is going to give you breakdown of each week and what we'll be doing. So we have robin's egg, we have a spring rabbit, tulip jar, and a lion, and it kind of gives you like a brief description of maybe some things that they'll be teaching you. So it's really a nice little helpful little card, and I like that they include it. So here is the good stuff. So as you can see, it's the paint, which I love her paints. Now, I believe when she first started, and by the way, it's a fairly new company, but I believe when she first started, she was using P.H. Martin, and this is Dandelion Paints, which I believe is her own paint brand, but I do not know that for sure. So the difference is these are not tube paints. These are actual liquid paints, which I believe are dye-based, and this is what the new paints look like. And how I already knew what was in the box is because I follow her on social media and they give sneak peeks. And this is what the new paints come in, and they give you a ton of paint. You really couldn't tell in the old bottles, which I'm going to show you an older bottle in just a second. But the new bottles are clear, and so you can see how much you get, which is a ton. Very surprising amount. You have plenty. I still have leftover paint from last month's box, which I love and appreciate. It means that I don't have to worry about running out, and if I want to paint something outside of Let's Make Art, then I can, and I can use her lovely paints. So this is what the old jar looked like. This is her black watercolor, and it's called Dandelion Paint. And I did like this because the difference between the two paints and these, another thing is, this is very sensitive to light. So if you're painting in direct sunlight or you're leaving your stuff out in direct sunlight, you have to be careful because it will change the color. It will lessen the vibrancy. These are very vibrant paints. So they look beautiful, and you can use them straight out of the containers, or you can use some water with them to dilute them. But as you can see, this is the new and the old. And I mean, I like both of them. There's things I like about both, and there's things I didn't. This is probably going to be easier to open than this one because this had kind of more of like maybe a child protective type cap here. and it was a dropper bottle, and then this is just, you know, I can just open it and squeeze it out, kind of like a eyedropper type situation. But it does look a lot larger. Maybe you're getting more paint now than this one, but both were fine, both were great. I have no problems with the new paints and what they're put in. So I love the colors. They're just, it's hard to explain. I've used tube paints in the past. I took a watercolor class in college and I had the tube paints, and they're nice, but I do agree with Sarah, who, by the way, Sarah Cray is the owner of the company, and she's very sweet and nice. With tube paints, they are lovely, great to work with, but you do tend to use it more. Like, you run out of the tube paints quicker. But I really like these because they're super vibrant, and I feel like, you know, it's less hassle to use these in a way, because tube paints, you have to get a lot of water going and get them really ready, and then you can use them, whereas these you can just use straight up, right out of the container. So let's remove the insert, which, by the way, again, this wasn't in last month's. It's really last month's box. It's really cute, you know, the little decorations, little touches are nice to have. So every month, besides the 4 kits, you will get a postcard, and you can nominate a person if you would like, and they may be chosen. This is for Linda, and it gives you a brief description, and for each kit, they'll do 2 videos. At the end of the month, they will do a video on the postcard. And usually it has to do with something that she likes. And the postcard can be anything you want, but if you would like to wait to the end of the month, then Sarah will do a special video. And she also posts that on her Facebook. And she posts the links to the videos, I believe, on the Facebook page, as well as they're on her YouTube page. She does 2 videos for each kit. She'll do a live, and then she'll just do a regular tutorial video. Also on her YouTube, she has the lettering stuff too, if you want to follow along with that, even if you don't have their subscription box for the lettering. So in this, and by the way, I tried to do this video once before, my camera was not recording. So it usually comes in a nice clear plastic sleeve. Everything comes in nice clear plastic sleeves to protect everything. So this is just a brief description of her, Linda, and what she likes. And in here you also get your graphite tracing paper. It's a little bit difficult to use for me personally. But if you don't have a light box and you don't have good lighting or a nice window with light, then this will be your option. And what you do is you would lay this down on your watercolor paper. You lay it down like so. There's outlines that come in the kit, which I'll show you in a minute. You'd put that on top, and then you would trace it lightly. The problem with this for me is it's a little bit finicky to work with. It's also harder to erase the lines. So I'm going to get a light box. They're not that expensive. You can get some for $17, some for $23. Just go on Amazon and you'll see. But if you don't have time to buy it or the money, then you can use a window with nice sunlight coming through. And that could be your replacement for your light box. But if you want to try this out, you can. I'm sure some people can master this, but I really don't particularly like this, but it does come in handy, and I have used the one in last month's box, and it has been helpful, especially if you are using like a sketchbook. I have a multimedia sketchbook, and you know, that can't really be put up against a window to use the window as a light box because it's just bulky and so forth. But if you're just using it on a single sheet of watercolor paper, then you know you can use a window or a light box and it'll be easier. So it comes with the postcard on nice watercolor paper. And like I said, there at the end of the month, she will do a video on her YouTube channel with Linda's or whoever's been picked for the postcard. We'll do a little painting, but she recommends you can paint whatever you want. That's the thing about her, is that she doesn't want you to feel forced to use her colors or her paint brushes. She wants you to explore painting for the fun of it, which I really like. It already comes with the wonderful post stamp on here, and it has it already with Linda's address, and you don't have to put your own. So if you don't feel comfortable, it's okay, because you don't have to. So this is the lion kit. It's one of the 4, and if you are on her Instagram or her Facebook, you will get sneak peeks. You'll pretty much know what you're getting in the box before you even get the box, which I don't mind so much, but sometimes it would be nice for it to be a complete surprise and you never know, but it's no big deal. So this is the card you get that shows you the final picture of what you're painting, and so you can set this up while you're painting to give you, you know, an up close, like, okay, this is what it should look like here, and then follow along with what she's doing on her YouTube video. And then this is the step-by-step. And I have seen people on the Facebook group post their paintings, and they only use the step-by-step, and they've done a really good job. So she gives really nice instructions, and also she tells you what brushes she uses. As you can see here, she used the round 6 and the round 2, and she gives you the list of the colors you'll be using, which is helpful. So if you are following along on her video, and if you miss any kind of, you know, what color she was using or whatever, then you can have this as like a backup to look at, but you know, with a video you can also stop it. But it's just really nice to have this, and then if you ever just quickly want to go back and maybe do this again, you might just want to follow the step-by-steps because you already watched the video, and you just want a little brief description so you can remember what she was doing in the video. So some of the kits have outlines. If your kit, that particular kit needs an outline, then it's provided for you. And another thing is, if you don't buy the subscription box but you want to do watercolor painting on her website, letsmakeart.com, she actually provides any of the kits with outlines. The outlines are free. So when you go on that website to look at all the kits from maybe past months, like you could click on, we'll just pretend, lion, and then when you go at the bottom, you'll see this. So you can click, those will be little buttons that you can click on the website, and you can buy the kit. There's a live paint along tutorial. Like I said, each kit has 2 videos, which I like. And the outline, if it comes with an outline, you can get that for free. I've printed out a lot of the outlines from previous boxes because I've only just recently joined the subscription service. So, and here's the outline, and it'll look just like this when you print it out from your regular printer. It doesn't have to have special ink or special paper. It just can be printed off regularly. And it'll look like this. This is just to give you kind of a helpful outline. If you are great at drawing and you want to do your own outline of this outline, then you can. You don't have to use hers. And maybe you don't like all the extra lines or something. You can do what you want and it's fine. She's all about exploring and finding your own style, your own techniques, and she's just there to kind of help you and have fun and have a good community that's uplifting, which I have to say, the Let's Make Art Facebook community is amazing, and they're really sweet and they're helpful, and they don't you know, put your art down, and they just say, you know, keep at it, you got this, and it's really great. So if you don't want to buy the kit, a single kit, or the subscription box with the 4 kits, then I recommend you joining her social medias like Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube, because you can do her stuff on your own without buying her paint and without buying kits and subscription boxes. But I highly recommend it because it supports a really good company, and they're really new. They've, I think, just recently celebrated their 1-year mark. So I just highly recommend it. It's a good company. So in each kit you get 2 sheets of really good quality watercolor paper. I do like this paper. I don't know what brand she uses, but it doesn't do a whole ton of buckling. If you've ever done watercolor before, and if you use too much water, then it can cause the paper to ripple or buckle. And in my sketchbook, it's not as high quality watercolor paper because it's like a mixed media. So you can use any kind of like pens or watercolor or acrylic. I got that because in case I wanted to explore other mediums, excuse me, then I can, and I'll have, you know, kind of like a in-between like paper. It works, but it does buckle, whereas this doesn't buckle that much. I'm sure if you used a ton of water it might. But I believe she gives you 2 sheets because, like I said, she does a live and she does a tutorial. And so it gives you an opportunity. You'll do the lion this time and you'll do a lion with this one. And then you can see, like, maybe you do better on the tutorial. And then maybe you do better with the live because maybe you have a question and you were able to ask it, so it helped you better. But it gives you an opportunity to do the project twice, and it gives you a little bit better understanding of what you're painting and the tips and the tricks she might give you in the videos. So I really enjoy this. I don't always use both sheets. If I do the project once and I love it, I usually don't try to just continue to do it again. Because for me personally, I just, if I try to do it multiple times, to me, it takes the joy. Like, I want to do it once and I want to do it, you know, amazing. I mean, I have done one of her tutorials twice because I really sucked the first time. But, you know, the second time was amazing. So sometimes you might need that extra video, that extra try. So here is the robin's egg. This is the first week's project. So right now, this has already been uploaded. I believe, can't remember if she does the live first or the tutorial first. I think she does the tutorial first. I think this is already up. So I'll be doing this either later today or tomorrow. And it's really fun and relaxing, and you just kind of get to enjoy what you're doing, and it's a really great stress reliever as well. And so that's why I really enjoy this. And she's so sweet and nice, and she's actually involved with her social media. I mean, she's commented, you know, she's liked, I think, one of my first ever painting with her. I did it twice because I didn't know what I was doing. And she actually liked it. I did a before and after, and she liked it. And I was like, wow, she's actually on here, and she's actually paying attention to the people that are subscribed to her social media and do her work and her paintings. So I really like it, and she's really sweet. And you'll see that if you watch her YouTube videos. So here is the spring rabbit, which is the next project. And this, if you can't tell, is more for, you know, Easter is this month in April. It's the 21st, I believe. And so, you know, this would be a really nice gift to give someone for Easter. Maybe your mother, maybe your grandmother, maybe your mother-in-law, or maybe just having it hanging up in your house as part of your Easter decorations. I have seen people already doing this one, and they do different outlines. Instead of a rabbit, I've seen someone do a dog. I've seen someone do a state. Maybe you live, you know, in New York or Texas or California, and you want to do a spring-like state just to get you in that Easter mood. There you go. Again, gives you the step-by-step, gives you the 2 sheets of watercolor paper, and it gives you the card with the final design. She doesn't want you to just copy what she does. She encourages you to explore what maybe you want. I've actually seen someone do this and put little rabbits in there, little silhouettes of rabbits, which was really, really sweet. Here is the tulip jar. This one I think will be very awesome to try. I have painted glass before. It did not look as good as this, but I think that Sarah will give some really good tips and tricks on how to do glass, which I'm looking forward to, because in my opinion, glass is really, really hard to paint because glass is clear, right? Well, as you can see, there's multiple colors in here, and that's because glass isn't just clear. And that's something you learn when you're painting or drawing, that something is not always just a flat color. It's multi-dimensional. You can even see it in the tulips. They have multiple dimensions of colors, darker and lighter and so forth. But I think this one will be really great to do both of the videos, because I think she'll give even more tips in the live than she does in the tutorial. I could be wrong, but I feel like following along with her for this will be really nice. And again, this would make a good gift for someone for their birthday. Maybe turning this into a birthday card, a happy Easter card, or whatever you like. I think this will be great. So that is it for this month's box, which is April. And as you can see, you get a lot of really nice things in your box. Really great kits. And again, you can get kits separately on her website. So if you wanted, just say you saw this video and you just wanted this one, you can buy this kit separately, and it comes like this, but I believe you get a smaller portion of paint, just, you know, enough to do this project. I mean, I say smaller, but she probably gives you enough paint to do this probably 4 or 5 times, if more, depending on how much paint you use and if you lose some paint, because I have seen people accidentally spill paint, and that is something that I worry about because I'm clumsy. But here's the lion, which again, I love animals, so this will probably be my most favorite, but I feel like animals are very challenging, and I think that's why I like it. She already has May's box up for grabs, so you can purchase the May box already. I'm part of the subscription service, so I'll be getting May, so you'll see me unboxing that. So yeah, I think this is a really great company. Like I said, it's fairly new. Sarah's doing an amazing job. You can tell she is a lovely artist. She's a lovely person. And I think that if you go on her YouTube channel, you can watch past videos, and you can learn a lot from those past videos, and you can do that on your own time, and you don't have to buy her stuff. And she has said that before, where, you know, if you don't want to buy her stuff and you want to follow along, she has even said the outlines are on her website, and you can just go and freely print those out. And the ones that don't need outlines, of course, you're not going to use one, so you can just watch the YouTube videos. It's well thought out. I like how she themes the stuff around the month, and I like her YouTube community because everyone's really sweet and nice and supportive. And I think that's really great to have when you're an artist and you're a little bit uncertain about your art, because let's just face it, we're our own worst enemy. And even things that you might look at while you're doing it and think it's horrible, but when you come back, you're like, wow, I actually really like that. And someone else is going to love your art. Even if you don't, someone else is going to love it. But you should always strive to love what you do, no matter what you're doing. And I really enjoy art, and I really enjoy painting, and I really think this is a great subscription box and a great community to be a part of. And so if you're interested in getting this box, I will have the links to her website, her YouTube, her Instagram, and her Facebook, and feel free just to go on there and just look at it, see if it's something you might like and enjoy. And like I said, even if you don't want to spend the money to buy the subscription box, which I hope I mentioned, it's $35 a month. If you don't want to do that, you can just do the outlines. Maybe once you get an outline or two and try it on your own, and you go, hey, I actually might want to get this box because it's worth it. You know, it's worth it to have all the, you know, the nice pictures, and you can put these in a nice binder and keep these and go back to them and do them again later. Maybe a year down the line, you might know someone that you find out really loves lions, and then you can go back and do them a painting for their birthday or Christmas. She sells other things on her website. She does sell her paints, so say if you did run out of the black paint and you want more, you can buy it. She has paintbrushes. She has this tray for mixing your paints on. She has a liquid white for highlights, and she has, I think, masking fluid to keep, you know, the places that need to be really white. And she sells the individual kits, like I said, and the subscription boxes. And just take a look on her website. You might like it. You might want to purchase it. I highly recommend it. And thank you guys so much for watching my first ever YouTube video. Hopefully in the future I'll have more videos, maybe some paintings that I do from LMA, which is Let's Make Art. Maybe do some drawing videos. I'm very interested in that. I like watching those types of YouTube videos. I'm also interested in other things like beauty and food and fitness related stuff. So if you like my video and you want to be subscribed for future wonderful videos like unboxings and reviews and things, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button and give me a thumbs up so I know that you enjoy this video. Thank you so much for watching. See y'all in my next video. Bye guys.